Madrid, the lights of the Champions League, and the 22-year-old goalkeeper about to live the worst night of his career. It was supposed to be the biggest moment in the life of Antonín Kinský, his first Champions League appearance for Tottenham Hotspur. Instead, it turned into a nightmare. Within 15 minutes, everything had gone wrong. A slip, a poor clearance, and suddenly Atlético Madrid were 3 goals up. The stadium buzzed in disbelief. Then came the moment that shocked the football world. The Tottenham manager made a decision almost never seen in football. He substituted his goalkeeper just 17 minutes into the game. Kinský walked off the pitch with his face hidden in his gloves. The Champions League dream had turned into a public humiliation. To understand how a young goalkeeper ended up in that moment, we have to go back to the beginning, as we always do. Antonín Kinský was born in Prague, Czech Republic, in 2003. Football wasn't just part of his childhood, it was his family's legacy. His father, also named Antonín Kinský, was a professional goalkeeper and Czech international, even part of the squad at Euro 2004. For young Antonín, the goalposts were practically destiny. But living in the shadow of a famous father isn't easy. Every save, every mistake, every performance would be compared to the name on the back of his shirt. Kinský began his youth career in Prague, moving through clubs like Tempo Prague, Bohemians 1905, and later Dukla Prague. At just 17 years old, he made his senior debut for Dukla in the Czech 2nd division. Goalkeepers usually take years to mature, but scouts were already noticing something special. Tall, calm under pressure, and incredibly confident on the ball. In the Czech Republic, he was quickly labeled one of the greatest goalkeeping talents of his generation. No pressure, kid, but the Czech Republic has been screaming for a new Mr. Perfect after Petr Cech hung up his gloves. That reputation earned him a move to one of the country's biggest clubs. This takes us to Slavia Prague, where Kinský's career accelerated. But like many young goalkeepers, he had to take the long road. Loans to smaller clubs like Vyškov and Pardubice gave him valuable experience and minutes. Those years were crucial, because goalkeeping is a lonely position. You can play perfectly for 89 minutes, and one mistake is all anyone remembers. Still, Kinský kept improving. His performances eventually helped Slavia win the Czech First League title in 2025. Suddenly Europe started paying attention, and then came the call from England. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Every video takes me days to produce, and subscribing is the best way to support the channel and make sure you don't miss the next story. In January 2025, Tottenham Hotspur signed Antonín Kinský for around £12.5 million. For a 21-year-old goalkeeper, that's a huge statement. His debut was almost cinematic. A League Cup semi-final against Liverpool. Kinský kept a clean sheet. Tottenham fans believed they had discovered their next great goalkeeper. But football careers rarely follow a straight line, and the Premier League is unforgiving. Kinský struggled for consistent playing time, and even though Spurs is a joke of a team at the moment, I wouldn't say that Vicario has been bad throughout the season. So by early 2026, he had become more of a backup option. Until one night changed everything. March 10th, 2026, Champions League round of 16, Tottenham versus Atlético Madrid. The manager, Igor Tudor, made a surprising decision. Kinský would start the game instead of Vicario. At first, it looked like a huge opportunity. Then disaster struck. In the 6th minute, Kinský slipped while trying to control the ball. Atletico scored. Minutes later, another mistake led to another goal. Then a poor clearance allowed a third, just 15 minutes into the match. Tottenham were already collapsing. The manager made the brutal call. Substitution. 17 minutes. Goalkeepers almost never get substituted that early unless they're injured. Kinský walked off the pitch devastated, while even Atletico fans applauded sympathetically. Tottenham eventually lost 5-2. But the scoreline wasn't what people talked about. Everyone was talking about Kinský. Poor lad. Moments like this can break careers, goalkeepers especially, because the position demands something rare, short memory. You must forget your mistakes faster than anyone else on the pitch. Some of the greatest goalkeepers in history have had nights like this. We all remember Karius Disatser's performance against Real Madrid in the 2018 Champions League final, or Robert Green in the 2010 World Cup. But what separates legends from forgotten players is what happens next. Kinský is only 22 years old, still one of the youngest goalkeepers at a top Premier League club. His story isn't finished. In fact, That brutal night in Madrid might one day become just a chapter, not the ending. Football can turn dreams into nightmares in minutes, but it can also turn nightmares into comebacks. For Antonín Kinský, the question now is simple. Will the world remember him for 17 minutes of disaster, or for what he does next? Let me know in the comments what you think, and feel free to suggest the next player I should be covering. And while you're here, I have suggested another video that you'll definitely enjoy.